mention that F5 key. It doesn't even say F5 anymore.
I wish I was playing 10 years ago, because I'm pretty sure I would have got some 10k finish.
Mind your business!
A certain Egyptian king is being ignored.
Saint Maximin! Oh my goodness.
Hi everyone, and welcome to another episode of Only One Bonus Point, a light take on a deep game. We're your hosts. My name is Ray.
I'm Lo.
My name's RJ. Ah! I knew it. I knew it. Someone's going to take the reins. That's it. We're back and we're rusty. That's it. Look at it.
I'm not used to this dynamic anymore. RJ. And I'm Lo.
What's
how's everyone doing? How are we doing?
Good to see all your faces. That's what it said. You lot saying FPL, very, very high scoring game week. How we feel?
It was a fun game week, just in terms of the football being played. I think that the quality of football in the Premier League right now is spectacular. Absolutely spectacular. So yeah, it was a fun weekend of football, decent weekend of FPL.
Ray, what about you?
Likewise. Absolutely, yeah. Since having a wild card, fortunately, actually making some kind of climb now. So let's keep going. And, personally with the football team as well, Arsenal, all good. Looking decent.
So you like 4 million now or something like that? Or...
yeah. Can't even respond.
Listen, we have to get it whilst we can. Hey, listen, for me though, I'm hating it. Listen, that first day, I was gassed. The green arrow was colossus. And then, everyone decided to catch up towards the end.
I'll stop looking. I'll stop looking before the end. I don't check. Unless it's like the very last game, then I might check them. But I've stopped looking before that because I get the same. My emotions are just...
Because I hear you. But when it's the 12:30 kickoff and your captain is there, yeah.
Okay, I hear you.
You can't help it. But yes, good to see you all back in all of us in the studio. Well, the StreamYard studio, of course. Guys, what are we saying today? What are we going into?
So today we're going to look at our scores from game week 9. We'll then go into our heroes and zeros, a run through of the fixtures, and lastly, what we're looking to do next week.
All right, fellas, before we go into all of that, just got to say to everybody, you know what, the support has been amazing. I'm going to ask for more. I'm going to push, keep sharing, keep liking, keep following on the audios, on YouTube, on every podcast system, because as I always say, we're babies in this game and everything you're doing is greatly appreciated and it's great for the pod. Without further ado, I will be going first. Yep, it's me. I'm going first. I got the first score. Is it me first? It is me first. I can't even hide it. I can't even hide it at all. I got 83 points. So I'm not even mad at the score. This is like the best time to be the first person. I had Turner in goal. He got me 1 point. I didn't expect much anyway. Cash got me 2. Lascelles got me 6. Saliba got me 1. Diogo Jota got me 3. Son with a big 14 points. Saka 5. Alvarez got me 9. Morris got me 2. And Haaland got me 6. Captain Salah with 32 points. A big shout that, I was a bit apprehensive at first, but everyone was going Haaland, but I just had to do it. I took a -4 this week, so it's down to 79. I took out Digne. I'm glad I did for Lascelles because a 3.9 million defender that's playing. I know he's quite injury prone, but he's playing at the moment. I had to do it. And then I also brought in Diogo Jota for Foden. And despite him having a load of opportunities to score, he didn't. But I'm okay with it because Foden didn't do anything either. So it's a green arrow for me. I managed to get over my safety score. It's not a massive green arrow, but it's a 60k rise. My overall points are 551. I'm like 1 point off the million, 72 off the top 10k. And the game week rank was just 2.2 million, just over 2 million. So it's a decent game week. I think it's a decent game week.
Yeah, it's a green arrow. It's a decent week, isn't it? You can't be too unhappy.
But it was looking really good the first day. It was like a 200-300k buys. It was lovely. There was a huge gap between me and you before the Spurs boys helped you out. It was nice.
Yeah.
And Ollie Watkins, of course. Let me not forget that. Anyway.
Moving on to my score. So I did just one better with 84 points. I made one transfer this week, which was Mbeumo out and Gordon in. Sorry. I had Another goal, 3 points. Tarkowski with 0. Doggy with 1. Trippier with 10. Gordon with 8. Saka with 5. Maddison with 9. Fernandes with 7. Son with 14. Then up front, Ollie Watkins 11 and Haaland captain 16. I had a game week rank of 1.8 million. Just under 300k rise from 1 million to 775,000. So a pretty decent week for me. Yeah. Pretty decent week. And even though you laugh, I'm not too pissed at the Mbeumo thing because I still think Gordon over the next 3.
You couldn't be.
Over the next 3, I think Gordon outscores him anyway, so I'm blessed.
I really wanted to rip into you, but then Gordon got points, Trippier got points, then Maddison got points, and Son got points, and then Watkins got points. So I couldn't really say anything. But before all that happened, that would have been hilarious.
So I ended the game week on 87 points. So all of us, we all had good weeks. Turner with 1 point, Cash with 2, Udogi with 1. Oh, that was frustrating. 58 points.
50, yeah.
Yeah,
I needed that.
Mad. Yeah. Burn with 6. Neto with 4. Maddison with 9. Son with 14. The Spurs, those 2 Spurs assets are just incredible.
Yeah, they saved my week as well. Otherwise, I was going first.
Salah with 16, Watkins with 11, Captain Haaland with 16, and Solanke with 7. Weekly rank of 1.2 mil. Overall rank 2.7 mil, and points is 518. So, yeah, fortunately the wildcard's working out, and 2 free transfers as well. So I rolled the transfer. So
nice,
lots of fun. Nice. But yeah, it's good. I think all our teams are looking decent moving forward.
A bit decent. Yeah. So got to go into our heroes and zeros of the game week. Ray, would you like to go first? Who's your first hero?
I am going to go with Ollie Watkins. I think he's just been transformed under Emery. I think even his percentage in regards to finishes and his positions as well. I remember Emery said, I want him to act around the box. I don't want him to be a winger, which he was being. And the way he took his goal, oh my goodness, smashed it with his left foot. I'll give it to Ollie Watkins. And as an FPL asset, I think you keep him for another 4 or 5 game weeks, personally.
Absolutely. I hate watching him play, though, because he's banging them in, but some of the chances he misses at the same time, it's just like, he could have had a hat-trick in this game, do you know?
Ollie Watkins is killing me. It's killing me, but he's playing so well, man.
Yeah.
Law, your hero.
My hero is an unsuspected one, Jacob Murphy.
Wow.
No, he got the goal, he got the 2 assists, but he was also he was dope in this game as well. It was really good. So goal and 2 assists, ran the show, and yeah, I thought he was really good in this game. Really good.
Fair. I think you guys know who my one's going to be. We were always critical of him this season or last season. Mo Salah.
Yep.
Don't need to say more. I don't. He's found his form again. And he's dangerous, and it's back to that conversation we had at the beginning of the season. We said, there wasn't many needed reasons to bring him in. It was just the fact that it's Salah. It's not rocket science. It's just Salah. You just know he can do it, and when his team around him is better, he's always going to get better. So yeah,
He's not even playing that well, in my opinion, but he's just so
Yeah, I agree.
vicious
Clinical.
with his finishing right now.
Yeah.
Yeah. Against Everton, he didn't have a great game. And who did they play last week? If someone could, Brighton. Yeah, I think it was Brighton. He also he wasn't electrifying, but
It's
give
just
him a
there.
chance and bang.
It's just there, isn't it? Like this game, I was frustrated because, like you said, when I watched it, he didn't play well. He scored a penalty and got a 97-minute goal. Like, it's just like, as a non-owner, it's just killer.
Or non-captain.
Even a non-captain. But it was killer. Yeah, but that's who he is. That's what he does.
Yes, sir.
All right. So Ray, zeros.
Ashley Young, what are you doing?
Very similar to Basuma last week. Yeah.
Donut. Honestly, yeah. Just Everton looked like the game set up as we expected, isn't it? They were going to sit back, try and counter, look half dangerous. The first 10 minutes, they looked quite dangerous. And then Ashley Young, the second challenge, I'm like,
killed it for them, man.
Bro?
He killed it for them.
Killed it. It was inevitable.
They literally could have got something out of the game. Literally could have got something out of the game. Yeah.
100%. So Ashley Young, yeah. As a former Man United player, I was like, yay. But obviously, with other aspects, it was a nightmare.
You should know better. It's true.
Yeah, exactly. That amount of experience. Come on, man.
So stupid.
Law?
Mine is the exact same reason. I think he cost his team 3 points, and I'm giving it to Sanchez. Yeah, let that Rice goal turn the tide. From just absolute Sanchez. I'm giving it to Sanchez. I don't need to.
It was a battle between bad goalkeepers in that.
Yeah, I know it was. Yeah, because if one of you said Sanchez first, I was just going to say Raya anyway.
So going into my zero, David Raya.
Yeah. Completely understood.
The last couple of games, he's been shaky. And I don't think it's because, of his ability. I just think the pressure is getting worse.
Do you think this whole media narrative of having two number one goalkeepers is actually coming to fruition? Yeah.
No, it's not that. I just think the pressure is just too much. I think they're constantly talking about it. And it's like, hold on.
It's adding to it. Yeah, it's adding to it.
Yeah, it's adding to it a lot, bruv. Because it's like, Arteta's telling them one thing, and I'm sure he's confident with what Arteta's telling them. But then every single game, even if we're not playing, they mention it. And it's like, oh yeah, every touch, and Ramsdale's done nothing wrong, and Raya's looked like this, and every touch he does, and blah, blah, blah. It's like flipping.
It's a madness.
Let it be. Like, we've heard
it's
it.
A madness.
Like,
it's a madness.
Gary Neville, I can't stand. He commentates on every Arsenal game, and every Arsenal game he's saying, I was not a fan about it, but Lie, bro. You're saying the same thing.
Gary, is that you?
Everything, bro. I'm hearing the same thing, bro. Allow me, man. It's just, he's so jarring.
Yeah, Arsenal.
I said it last
Glazers.
time.
Arsenal and Glazers. That's Gary Neville. It's all about Arsenal and the Glazers. My God.
Mate.
But he was poor in this game. He was poor.
He was absolutely atrocious.
Yeah, but he made up for it with. No, he didn't make up for it, but he saved a couple things in that game, like with who was it? Jackson going around him.
Yeah,
that was good save. Position. Yeah, good save. Also, Jackson is saying, like, poor. Can't believe I owned him so long.
if that was Ramsdale's running right at him and getting chipped.
Oh yeah, he's going in with his feet.
He's going at him. Yeah, making himself big. Yeah, all of that. Yeah, he's going right at him. So but yeah. It's not. He's not. Yeah. He needs to get over. He needs to stop listening to the media. That's what he needs to do. Because what he was doing when he first came was fine. He just needs to relax a bit.
Completely agree.
But yeah, fellas, we were saying bare goals this game week.
It was a good week of football. It really was.
It was a good week of football. Very good week of football. So let's go into that first game. Yeah. It gassed me up. I was excited. Well, I wasn't for a long time. When I first got to put Liverpool 2, let me start. Liverpool 2, Everton 0.
Word vomit.
Listen. That penalty, I never expected it, but I was glad I got it. I was worried. He's gonna miss. Maybe it's because I had him capped. I was like, that's gonna be
that's what it is. Yeah,
of course.
Yeah,
taking over 65th minute, but took the penalty well, and then to get the goal at the end when Everton were pressing as hard as they could and they got the counter-attack goal. I'm just glad Nunes saw the pass.
But yeah, because normally he takes that shot, you know. Normally he takes that shot.
Yeah, man. Liverpool, they look good. They look very good.
Yeah. I don't think it was spectacular though, but I think it's tough when a team goes down to 10 men. They tend to like defend a lot harder, so the game closes up. Yeah.
It's weird in the Prem. It's harder to play against 10 men.
Yeah, I agree. I
think also Klopp is starting to learn more about playing controlled football with that midfield. I think we spoke about it pre-season. The centre and midfield is very different now. It's not industrial anymore. They're creators over there. That I think Klopp is starting to adapt and look more at controlled pressure. So it's not like 100 miles an hour all the time.
Like it used to be, yeah.
Exactly. So Liverpool, and when we talk about Arsenal, similar, not playing spectacular football, but getting the results. And, you know, that's a sign of a top team. So they genuinely worry me, actually, about what they could do this season.
Yeah, they're just going about their business. They really are just going about their business. I thought Diaz looked really, really good in this game. I think he's like, out of the 4 players jostling for those 2 positions, I think he's got to be the most now, just out of performance.
I think so.
I thought Jota looked good.
Yeah.
Jota was not skilling, but dribbling past everyone. He just needed that final shot and that he just kept getting blocked. I think he had like 3 or 4 goals in that game. Easy. But
I mean, Law and I spoke about Diaz last week, and we said he's probably the asset out of the 4 that we're most comfortable will start, but the one with the least haul potential.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
Out of those 4.
He's almost the start of all of their attacks.
Yeah.
He's never the last one in the box.
But I'd rather have, for example, Bowen, who's a main man, than Diaz. If that makes sense.
Same.
Yeah. So once I saw the team leak news, I was like, I do like Jota. Jota is always seems to be amongst the goals when it comes to Liverpool. And since he's back from injury, I was like, this would be a good shout. It didn't work out, but he played the way I expected him to play.
Yeah.
So I thought it was worth the gamble. So, yeah, you know. Well, anyone that you're looking at for the future, because Liverpool got great fixtures coming up.
Yes, they do.
I think
Tsimikas. Absolutely.
Yeah. Not as a priority, but
he's 4.5 now. Yeah,
he is.
Yeah,
but still,
that, of course,
still great value.
4.5 million. He's going to be starting for the next 5, 6, maybe 7 game weeks.
10.
10 game weeks.
Yeah, 10.
Mate, get him in your squads. He has to be there. And he was on corners as well. So, well, the right side of corners, the left side of corners anyway. So,
out swinging. Yeah. Okay. I think the next game, a good game to look at, I think, would be Bournemouth versus Wolves, 2-1. Probably,
especially for you. Especially
for
you.
Especially for you.
No, you look just like Solanke.
It was the Ray Derby. It was the Ray Derby.
And Neto, both returning against each other. Yeah.
In the 70th, was dry. Guys, in the 75th minute, they were both on bonus points.
That's how my son gets my attention.
And then I was honestly, and then Neto suddenly dropped out because that Kalajic got the winner, and then Solanke just about got 1 point. But you can't argue when your punts do well.
No, exactly. Yeah. How tall is Kalajic?
What are you? Oh my god,
this guy's a mountain. This guy is a mountain. He's a basketball player. What is he doing?
Guys, what are your thoughts on Cunha as an enabler? It was one of my key points I wanted to bring up with you guys.
I think the caveat is he played against Bournemouth, but he looked really good in this game. Like the shots he was taking were good. The amount of space he makes for himself, I think he looks like a good asset. But I don't know about Wolves' fixtures.
He's a good shot. It's just as you say, he's an enabler. Like for someone in my position, because I've got Morris, 5.5 million. It's if you're gonna go to an enabler, you might as well go to a 4.5.
Archer,
again, you might not
Archer.
Play, exactly. You might as well go for Archer because you'll save that million, and you're probably gonna play them about the same amount of time anyway. So, yeah.
But
I don't think he's a bad shot because between Cunha, Hwang, and Neto.
Yeah,
they're the people that you got to get for goals. They're the three from their team. Yeah,
completely agree.
But then, like you said, Law, Wolves, they've got Newcastle next, Sheffield United away, Tottenham at home, Fulham away, Arsenal away. It's up and down. So yeah, as an enabler, it's not bad. Because I'll bring him in for that Sheffield United game, take him out for the Tottenham game, bring him in for the Fulham game, take him out for the Arsenal game, bring him in for the Burnley game. It's all right. Not bad.
That's potentially what I'm thinking about with Neto. Because I have Neto. Or take him out, but we'll talk about it later. Cool.
Fair.
Law?
The next game, Burnley. Brentford 3, Burnley 0. Bremer with a goal and assist.
We spoke about this last
beautiful.
week. We said what will happen.
Yeah, I knew it. But the thing that got me the most is technically they were both great. The assist was immaculate. The goal was just incredible. I was like, who is this?
We get the 3 bonus points as well, Lord.
And the 3 bonus points. He got it all. Yeah. He got it all.
So look, I know you were cool when at the end of the game week, but how were you feeling on the first day? Because at 3 p.m. or 3:30 or 3:45, whatever it was.
Both the games were happening at the same time with him and Gordon. Yeah. So he got the assist first, I think, and then Gordon scored. So I was happy in it. And then I saw his goal come later. But because Gordon scored and still got points, if Gordon blanked, it would have been a lot harder to take. But because Gordon scored, it was all right. It was all right.
Easy.
And it would happen at the same time. I didn't have to wait a day or anything like that. You
would have been seething.
Yeah. If I had to wait till the next day, that would have been peak.
All right. So looking at these two teams, Brentford and Burnley, I already know about the answer about Burnley.
I disagree. There's another enabler in Burnley's team. There's another enabler.
Archer.
No, that's Sheffield United. Foster, absolutely.
Oh, Foster. Sorry. Oh, you're right. 5 million. Yes.
5 million. Bournemouth, Palace, Arsenal, West Ham, Sheffield United, Wolves is the next fixture. So he's like of the enablers, he's my favorite.
Okay,
but at 0.5 more, because I feel like money is going to become a bit. We're going to try and hang on to every 0.1 if we're trying to go with like 3 premiums, for example, which we can do. Is it worth going for Foster over Archer?
Depends how much you're going to play them, I think. Like if you've gone for the 3 premium, so you need that third striker spot, or then it matters more. If you've done it, so you've just got a bench enabler that you're going to bring on, then probably go the cheaper route. But if you need that third striker to play, then I'd rather go for Foster.
No, that makes sense.
I think he's a better shot than Cunha as well at 5.5, only because of the cost difference. Yeah,
because
Archer's in a terrible team. You know what I mean? Yeah.
And Cunha isn't really enabler price, even though I use that word. 5.5 is not.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think it's because it's a striker, isn't it? Yeah. It's because it's a striker. It kind of is, but it isn't. Yeah, I get what you mean.
Yeah.
All right, so guys, from Brentford, anyone looking at anybody from there? I know you just come off in Bremer Law.
No. One of the main reasons I came off them is because their fixture run's horrible. Chelsea, West Ham, Liverpool, Arsenal, the next 4. So yeah.
Okay. Cool. All right, so we're going straight into Man City versus Brighton. Everyone was certain, and I'm going to say it proudly, except me, that Brighton were going to get battered. 2-1 City. I don't know. Brighton have always been a bogey-ish team for City. I know they haven't been on their best form, but they've always given City problems.
After the second goal, I was like, boom, this is it. Yeah. I could see it happening. They were ripping them up, man. They were ripping them to pieces. Milner could not handle Doku at
his knees are done. His knees are done.
He must have been looking at De Zerbi just like, why? Why put me on the pitch?
What are you doing? I didn't come here for this.
Like, why am I playing against a blur? It's just
what
a blur.
What to
do? Yeah, Doku is electric, man.
Yeah, he really is.
He just needs to get more goals and assists to his game. He's electric.
He has this one move, and let me
the little leg flick.
His leg flick is unbelievable. It really is.
Everyone knows what it is.
The leg flick.
If he's on the right, it's going to be on the outside. If it's on the left, it's going to be on the inside. But it's
a little leg shimmy.
It's like, what are you going to do?
Like,
exactly. What?
All right. So, what are we saying for assets? So everyone's got Haaland. There's Alvarez, there's Doku, there's
Alvarez
writing
is
assets.
Just,
There is.
I'll start with City.
Yeah, please do.
Starting with City, Alvarez is just an absolute shout. Doku, and because of the rotation, it's hard for the rest. I think Alvarez is starting most Premier League games, like going forward.
Without KDB, absolutely.
Yeah.
Definitely.
But then the other lot, like Foden, Doku, Grealish, and Silva. Yeah, I don't know. The rotation, because Doku didn't start on the Champions League this week. Grealish did.
No. Mm-hmm.
And then
Foden didn't start.
Yeah, you don't know. You just don't know. You just do not know.
Alvarez didn't start tonight.
Alvarez didn't start either.
Alvarez didn't start. Foden started. Alvarez didn't.
Yeah.
I don't know how many minutes they played either, but yeah. But what about Brighton assets? Because
Brighton's very interesting.
They've now got, Ray, you've been talking about it, they got the big fixture swing.
Huge.
So their next few games, they've got Fulham away, Fulham at home, Everton away, Sheffield United at home, Nottingham Forest away, Chelsea away, Brentford at home, Burnley at home. Great fixtures.
It's great. It's incredible.
And
fixtures.
There's quite a few assets. Ray, you were
the big thing
before.
Big news is De Zerbi saying about Welbeck and March being out, and he specifically mentioned Buonanotte, but Adingra. He made a huge shout about Adingra being in those attacking positions now. Adingra is 5 million.
Yep.
And
now that's an enabler.
Yeah,
that's an enabler.
That's an enabler.
I don't want to give spoilers yet, but when we do team preview, I got a couple of things I'll share with you guys, which I'm sure will be spicy. But Adingra is 1.6 cheaper than Mitoma.
Yep. And with those injuries.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, March out. What are you guys thinking about Ansu Fati?
Love him as a player.
Yeah, FPL asset. I'm not there.
6.5 million as well.
We've
got the same price as Mitoma, but we haven't
same price as Mitoma. Exactly. Yeah.
I haven't seen anything from you yet. Not your fault, but you haven't done anything yet. You know.
Funnily enough, I think he's got 2 goals and an assist. But you're right. It's kind of like, oh, have you? Like, you know what I mean? It's almost like,
he just pops up at the end of the game. Yeah.
We got last year with Mitoma as well. So yeah, his goal was a tap in as well. You know, he just showed up at the right time. Can he do it again? Is going to make that much of a difference? But Adingra, that's a proper shout.
Yeah, that's a shout. Absolutely, that's a shout.
What about defensive assets? Dunk, Steele.
No, Brighton aren't good enough defensively for me.
Is Stupinian out until next month? I assume, like November or even
knows?
further.
So part of the same thing De Zerbi was talking about was that he was hoping for November, but it looks like it's going to be pushed back. So it's probably going to be December.
There's no other option there. Like Lamptey can't keep himself fit for.
No, he can't. You can have him for 1 game. You're allowed him for 1 game, and then he's injured.
Yeah, I think it's unanimous. Adingra, Mitoma.
Yeah.
Oh, and Ferguson.
Ferguson's a shout as well.
This as well.
Yeah.
6 million Chika.
Cool. Okay. Next game, Newcastle 4, Crystal Palace 0. Wow. Newcastle at home are just so good. I actually just enjoy watching them. But Trippier, he gets booked. It doesn't matter. It just doesn't. He gets an assist. He's looking incredible, and he gets
currently the best right back in the league.
Currently
the best right. He's just at his age as well. What he's doing is incredible. It's actually incredible.
Yeah, I'm always expecting the injury, and it keeps ticking along, bruv. He's not
even ticking along. He is performing to like the highest level. Like,
it's a problem. He's another one that's killing me. Him and Watkins, but between the pair of them,
Trippier's destroying me. Yeah, like 10 points. And you know what? It's not he's returning. He's hauling every week. He's hauling.
And if he does it again, it's gonna get to that point where Trippier is a good shout for captain. It's getting to that point. It's getting because people were doing that before with James and Trippier, I think last year. So I mean, if he's delivering every home game, let alone away games as well, whilst in the Champions League, can you go against it?
I think we're going to start looking at a 4-4-2 to bring in Trippier. That's what we're going to start doing. We're going to look at a 4-4-2, or dare I say, even a 4-5-1. Because the guy is making more points than midfielders and strikers around that price bracket. He's killing them.
It's going back to that thing where you had to look at Trent for quite a few years as a midfielder rather than thinking, oh, he's too expensive. Just look at him as a midfielder, and then the cost won't bother you that much. We gotta start looking at it as at Trippier. He's a midfielder. Right. Don't worry about the cost. It's fine. It's fine. And the most thing that's surprising about Newcastle is whenever they're battering teams, there's not a player that's like gone out his way and like just had a crazy game. Everyone is scoring.
It's the entire team.
Like, they're just spreading the goals. Like, this is scary because Arsenal are getting to a point here where we're fighting for the league, and then some other one rises to get in the way. This is what happened with Leicester. I'm not having this again. Newcastle need to back the F up. This ain't good.
Yeah, it's just...
This ain't good.
The performance levels are incredible, honestly. The performance levels are incredible.
Tonali's gonna... You're gone.
I always liked Gordon at Everton. I used to shout him out all the time.
You did.
You did.
I didn't expect him to play this well, like for Newcastle. Like the way he's playing right now is beyond what I thought he was capable of. Yeah,
he has to be in the first.
Never thought he'd be able to. Yeah, never thought he'd replace St. Maximin.
Yeah, do you know what I mean?
Never. I mean, it's like, right, really? What if it's St. Maximin?
I know, and he surpassed him so quickly. I couldn't agree more. And I think also, prior to us recording, is that Isak actually came off injured. It seemed
in the Champions League.
Yeah, against Dortmund.
Wow.
So
that opens up some doors.
So now, one of the best finishers in the league, and RJ, I know you love him up, but Callum Wilson, it's time.
Yeah.
It is time. We are going to be getting on that bandwagon quick, because we know when Isak's back, it's going to be a roulette again.
Yeah, it just happens.
That's nuts. That's actually nuts. That opens up some doors, windows.
What has happened to Palace without
anyone?
Eze?
What? I don't even know who the attackers are anymore.
Do you know what? I think it's deeper than that. You know, I think it's the. I think the manager bounce has worn off. I think they're going to start to become a team to attack.
So why isn't he getting sacked like Vieira was?
And what's crazy about Vieira is that Vieira actually had a very tough run of. I know they didn't win for a very long time, but he had a very tough
run, and then they gave the good run to the new manager.
Yeah,
and they're like, look, see how much better he is. No, he's not.
Roy played a load of relegated teams, and then everyone got gassed off it. But yeah,
man. So, look, you made Murphy your hero, a goal and 2 assists.
Wow.
Is he someone that you're looking at as an asset? Because he's 4.8 million as a
because of the rotation with Almiron.
Yeah.
So unfortunately, that's just not. But I think it was really good. But the rotation with Almiron just means he's not an option.
It's too much. It's too much.
Whereas because of Barnes' injury, that's why I went with Gordon. The other side, he's more nailed.
Yeah. And that's it. Personally, I'm going to look to bring in the next few weeks, Gordon. So
yeah.
Cool. Law, sir?
I want to skip this game, but I'll go for it anyway. Nottingham Forest 2, Luton 2. Wood with the brace. Wood's back.
Yeah.
I thought Alanga was really good, actually, to be fair, in this game. But Forest defensively poor to let Luton back in this game. So poor.
Last thing I'll really say about this game, because I'm not interested because Morris didn't score. Alanga, his performances are so inconsistent.
Yeah.
When he's good, he's really good. Like, you see why he was at United. And then other times he just disappears or he's been benched. It's like, what is going on? Like, I don't understand it. Just don't get it.
I agree.
I got 9 to stay on these. Yeah. I'm trying to get rid of Morris now, and not in a way that he didn't perform. He did well for me, but if I keep him any longer, it's gonna overshadow the good he did.
Yes. Yeah. 100%.
Completely.
But I couldn't
take him out. Take him out for Forest. Yeah, take him out for Archer. Boom. Use that million.
Yeah, easy swap.
But anyway.
Easy swap. So, I mean, don't worry. We'll talk about it.
Don't tell me what to do.
I never said that.
Look at Lord trying to stir up shit.
He's trying to stir the pot in it. Yeah, you know it.
Very good.
All right, so look, go on to the next game then if we're not going to do this one.
The next game, as Ray called it, the battle of bad goalkeepers, Chelsea 2, Arsenal 2. I think Chelsea started the game really well.
They did.
Yeah. surprisingly well. Palmer, shout him out straight away. Great performance. Had a couple of good performances. This one was really good. Mudryk looked decent. Gallagher looked decent. From your side, like I said, the first half an hour or so, a little lackluster. But then the end of the game, like the character you showed at the end of the game was good from you lot. It was good from you lot, definitely.
I don't know what Chelsea was sipping that first half, but I think that's what took us aback. We never expected them to play the way they played. And Palmer switching up front, being on the wing is going to be very interesting to watch because he's 4.9 million midfielder as well, another enabler, and he's on penalties. So he took the second one. You saw
took it off
Fernandez
Sterling
moving Sterling as well. As like, nope, let him take it. So that's a good shout there. Mudryk, I'm saying it now. He didn't mean it, man.
Nah, he didn't mean it.
He didn't mean it.
I know, he didn't
mean it. It was a cross.
I'd love to wind you guys up, but he did not mean it.
He didn't mean it, bro. Even the way he celebrated at first, he was like, ooh, that went in there, and then he put his arms up. He didn't mean it. But yeah, Trossard, unbelievable finish. But Declan Rice to shoot that first time, get the side net.
Yeah.
He had a great game. I had to shout, like, to come back the way we did. The only person I've got to blame is Arteta for leaving it to the 67th minute or 70th minute. Like, it was too late. You need to do it earlier, and we could have got the W. I think if you're doing that at the 60th minute when all this stuff has happened, or the 55th minute when you know we're down and we need a change, you make the change. Odegaard was nowhere to be seen. He was getting muscled off so easily.
Yeah, he's not performing well. I mean, first with Chelsea, I agree. I think we expected Jackson to start. So we were getting ready for forward, but what we had is 3 dynamic wingers. So of course that confused us because we weren't able to track anyone, isn't it? 100% just transitioning the whole game. It was very impressive. But from our point of view, I'm still trying to understand what our approach was because we didn't get ourselves on the ball properly. We were sitting back. We didn't really demand any space like we did last season when we were there. It was one of my performances of the season. I thought we were awful. If it wasn't for Sanchez letting us back in the game was just petering out to a 2-0 loss. I really sincerely hope, I think I've said this 3 times now, and it's only been the 9th game, is we almost need a defeat to kind of kick our ass a bit because we are not starting games. We are not starting games well. We are looking terrible. And I think we are something like 8th in expected goals scored, but with expected goals allowed, we're like in the top 3. So defensively, we're looking very, very solid, but still our approach is very, very worrying. Now, okay, we beat Sevilla, fantastic, and I loved how we approached that game. I thought we were brilliant at times. I was so happy with that performance because that
was a good bounce back. Yeah, that was a very good bounce back.
We're going to show we're the better team, and I don't think we did that against Chelsea. So hopefully, going forward, we're going to, start to show that we're one of the top teams. So we got away with it, and I celebrated it like a win, I must say.
Same. I think it's partly what you said about we need a loss, but in a way, the way we played at Sevilla, these draws, they feel like losses. We're playing at a way that we know we've got the quality in moments. Sometimes we're playing the best football in the league in moments. So when we draw, we're like, this feels like a loss. This should be 3 points. So I think that was the kick off.
Because in 10 minutes, look how good we were in 10 minutes. After we got the goal to make it 2-1, for 10 minutes, we were starting to play our football, and they couldn't handle us.
Yeah.
But I agree with you.
I felt the same about Spurs as well. There was a point that we were playing, I was like, we have to win this game, and we didn't. It's just like,
Jesus Smith.
We're wasting points, and it's gonna bite us in the arse if we don't get our ish together. It's seriously. But yeah, Chelsea, they look like they're on the up. If they go and lose their next game badly, now I'm gonna be fuming.
Yeah, what do you think about Chelsea assets? Because they looked good against you lot, but their fixture run is probably the worst in the league. So is it for you? Is it a wait, or do you look at an enabler like Palmer and be like, maybe I just chance him in some of these fixtures anyway?
I think Palmer's the only one just because he can save you so much money in that 5th midfielder spot, and he's on pens, and he'll be a good first sub if you have it. But other than that, now Chelsea are there to mess up the top team's run.
Yeah.
Other than that, I don't have any faith in them yet. I need to see more. If they're going to play more like they play against Arsenal more often, then okay. But they got no Europe to worry about, so I think they might be able to. They might be able to.
I agree with you. I think 15, 16, that's when their fixtures become
exactly,
glorious.
yeah.
That's where Colwill and Palmer, the two players I'm probably going to want.
Yeah.
But at the moment, you're bringing them in,
Gusto,
but you're not playing them.
Exactly,
Maybe Gusto, yeah. But you're bringing them in, you're not playing them. And, again,
completely
rather
agree.
look at a Dingra. But definitely one on the watch list, aren't they?
Yeah.
Definitely one on the watch list.
Then moving to Arsenal, who have got one of the best fixture runs in the league right now. A lot of people who wildcarded have no Arsenal assets. So if they were bringing someone in, who would you guys suggest?
Listen, you can't knock Saka. He's only blanked once in the whole season.
It's amazing.
And he's blanked twice actually, and the other one he blanked, he wasn't playing. So I mean, you can't. I mean, we say when Jesus and Martinelli are on form, it's different, but Saka he's always there. Martinelli, I think, is a great asset, and in defense,
but not without Jesus now.
Well, Jesus
Martinelli is not hot now for me.
Jesus will be all right. Jesus will be all right. He's fine. Jesus is fine. Don't worry about it.
It's a hamstring, bro. It's a hamstring.
Jesus is fine. Don't worry about it.
Talk about positive thoughts.
Behind those eyes, there's a lot of darkness.
Jesus is fine. Don't worry about it. He's fine. But yeah,
and Gabriel,
Saka,
Gabriel's
a
good asset as well.
Yeah, if you have the money, I think Ben White's a great asset.
I was going to say, defensively, you've got good fixtures as well. So I'd be looking potentially at an Arsenal.
A cheeky one as well, Tomiyasu. But
oh my God, he's so good defensively.
When he's back on form, I love Tomiyasu. He's just so versatile, and he does the basics extremely well. When you need someone just to calm things down, he's there. But
I tell you, like just the basics.
No, he does. He loves it. When you do the basics well, he loves it. If you're versatile, you and you do the basics, he loves it. He loves the fact that you play him at left back, centre back, or right back. He loves that. That's why
he's a better left back than right back now. I think he's a better left back than right back now, which is hilarious to say. Well, he's actually naturally a centre half, but
yeah, he played centre half in international duty, and he was great.
And he was at Bologna as well. 100%. So,
yeah. The only thing about Arsenal defensive assets that I think they're expensive, bar Tomiyasu. 5 million, 5.5 million.
What's White?
5.5.
Oh, 5.5 is it? Oh, God.
Right, 4.7. No.
I don't know where I got that from.
It's
Gabriel. Gabriel 4.7. That's where I got it from.
4.7.
Yeah.
Gabriel's a good one. Yeah,
that's where I got that from.
Yeah, because he wasn't starting it big. He started at 5, and then because he wasn't starting, he got dropped. Everyone got rid of him. Yeah. Partey should be back, for the Premier League games. We'll see. But yeah, I think Saka's the one you got to go for right now, man.
Yeah,
all the guys having a bad form at the moment. If Trossard gets a start, you'll never know. So yeah, Saka has to be Saka.
Yeah, I agree with that.
Cool.
Next game.
Okay.
Yeah, Ray, what are you saying?
Okay, I'll say. Sheffield United 1, Manchester United 2. I think Law's the only person in London that still owns an attacking asset. Well done for the patience, I think.
Yeah. Didn't panic. I panicked while I was watching it, though, to be fair. Because I can't believe how much pressure Sheffield put on Man United.
They deserved
it. Yeah, I couldn't believe it. Mate. Oh man. Oh.
McTominay's like a goal scorer now. What the hell's going on?
Yeah, I know, that's crazy.
Nah.
Even for Scotland, isn't it? He's banging them in for Scotland as well. Yeah.
No one else is available
I think he's in the top 5 scoring charts in the
that's nuts.
in the charts in Euros.
Well, he's 4.8 million, guys. If you want 4.8, if you want.
I'm not going I love that Fernandes assist as well, because that pass was awful. Tominay just made it,
bro.
That pass was awful.
Fuming. Guys are getting points like this. I was like, ugh. All right, so I don't want no Sheffield United assets, no Man United assets. I must say, bro, we were so wrong about Trusty. Ray.
Oh yeah, yeah.
I can't believe it. I can't believe we've robbed Sheffield United of that money. I thought they were going to play him. Wowza! Wow, that is jokes. But
I think he started
United,
the last two though, isn't it?
Yeah,
he started the last two.
He started, but yeah, he's we bought him for 2 million and sold him for 5. I'm like, yeah, cool.
I don't know. United, they've got some worrying to do, because if Sheffield United doing that to them,
what is City gonna do?
Yeah, they're gonna give him a good pumping. That's what's gonna happen.
Live showing, boy. That's nuts.
Yeah, bad.
What colour's Manchester? Tell me what colour Manchester is.
Oh wait, before we can do this all day, you know. Hold on, we can do this bear. I know we could.
The amount of pauses we could do now.
Aston Villa 4, West Ham 1. Villa keeps spanking guys, and I never expected it.
Speaking of pumping
to West Ham.
Speaking of pumping,
yeah.
Oh my goodness.
I never thought West Ham would lose like this. Never.
No, neither did I.
Douglas Luiz though, 2 goals.
I knew he was going to get mentioned. Not just 2 goals. His home form is just ridiculous, man. What is it? Is it 6 now? 6 in his row. Yeah, 6 games, 6 home games in a row.
A great 5.5 million asset.
I can't do it though. I can't.
Neither can I. I just can't. He's a CDM. I can't do it. I just can't do it. These points are going to waste. Yeah, they really are. 5 goals
on pens now as well.
No assists. He's on
pens. On pens now as well.
And with Ollie Watkins, you know they're going to get some pens. So
Ollie Watkins, Diaby, then Bailey, all of this speed, all of this movement. The thing about Diaby
these are players that get points.
I've been getting away with not owning Diaby, but every game he plays, he looks so dangerous. I can't believe they got him.
He looks good.
I can't believe they got him. Good. He's brilliant.
We keep missing Diaby, Kudus. These are players that could have been on our playing or on our bench. But
I'm actually angry. I'm angry about the Kudus.
I'm angry about the way West Ham are using him. That's what I'm angry about.
Yeah,
use him properly, man.
Are they starting him yet? Are they starting properly?
No. That's a Moyes thing. He always take, even Paqueta. It took ages to get Paqueta to like proper start games, and look at the skill level that Paqueta's at.
It's embarrassing. He's doing the same. That's another player they took from us. Jeez, I don't know how they're doing it. I don't know how they're doing it.
About Kudus from forget FPL. From a footballing aspect, how would you play him in West Ham? Would you play him as a false 9?
No, I play him in Jared Bowen's position, and then put Bowen up front.
Put Jared up front.
Yeah. That's what I do.
He's creative.
Get rid of Antonio.
Both feet. So yeah, you don't need Antonio. He's not doing what he used to do. He's not doing what he used to do. He's not that bully in up front anymore. It's just what are you doing now?
He's aging, man. The amount of energy that position takes is. And Bowen again, isn't he? Bowen not even wasn't not playing well, but the boy's returning.
Yeah, he's just that he's at that level now, isn't it? He's had that level.
So with the assets,
6 goals so far,
Yeesh. So Villa got Luton at home, Nottingham Forest away, Fulham at home, Tottenham away, Bournemouth away. Those are, bar Tottenham obviously, are some very, very tasty fixtures. They've got Watkins, they've got Lewis, they've got what's his name? Diaby, Bailey.
McGinn goes underlooked as well.
McGinn, McNeil.
Tillemans comes on and looks dangerous straight away. Tillemans straight away gets an assist. Yeah, but
will he start though? That's the thing about him.
He won't start.
No, he won't, and he shouldn't. They're playing too well.
So
he was once going to come to Arsenal, man. It's well funny.
I'm so glad we didn't get that. I was never on that. Never. Not once. I was why? Just what for? On to the next game. West Ham assets. So we looked at that.
Yeah, West Ham, man. Bowen is a big shout. Their fixtures are just as good as Everton's as well. Just as good as Villa's as well. Everton at home, Brentford away, Forest at home, Burnley away, Crystal Palace at home, Tottenham away. Like they're good fixtures for West Ham. So I think Bowen and even potentially a defensive asset.
Yeah.
If you haven't got Areola.
I was thinking JW.
Areola's a great 4.2 million.
Yeah. I was thinking that JWP about a week ago, and I'm like, yeah, but
Yeah, I've gone off it now.
Unless it's a set piece, there's just no interest.
Yeah,
you know, because he's kind of playing a defensive midfielder, isn't he? Really?
Yeah.
Bowen, Areola, maybe Soufal.
Yeah, Soufal, yeah, or Emerson.
What about Zuma?
Zuma's a shout, but I prefer the fullbacks.
Bullet header.
Yeah.
From a corner, capable. It's always there. All right. And finally, last game of the game week, which destroyed my green arrow. just made it small, like Mario, you know, losing his big mushroom. It just didn't work, bro. Yeah, you almost did that wrong, but it's good. You covered it. Nice, well done. You made up for it.
Go low.
Oh yeah, sorry. It was about turn, isn't it? Spurs 2.
We don't even have an order now.
Spurs 2, Fulham 0. Maddison and Son combining again. Probably the biggest talking point from this game. From a game perspective, I thought first half we were really good. The second half we were poor. Like just poor on the ball. There was a hint of complacency / cockiness that was there.
I thought you were going to concede.
Yeah. So did I. But I think defensively we're actually really good. Mickey van der Ven is wow.
What a player.
What
a player.
Wow. How much did you go
for? 35, I think. I think it was 35. Yeah. But I think if we finish in the Champions League, it's an extra 10 mil.
Good.
But something you said as well before the season started, RJ, was when I was talking about Romero and he's like a little bit aggressive and he needs someone older next to him to calm him down. And you're like, no, you saw the same thing with Gabriel. We just need someone good. And I think, I think I'm seeing that because there's two things. There's that and Ange making him vice captain. I think those two things have settled him down. He's playing so much better. But Van der Ven he's like he shouldn't be as fast as he is when he's that big. He's rapid.
Do you know what it is? Is he fast or is he just very good at getting to his position? Or is he just
both? I think it's both. I think it's both.
Yeah. Okay.
I think it's both. Because even in the Bundesliga, I think he clocked like the fastest speed of a defender. So he is fast. But I think at the same time
he didn't. Thingy's got that. What's his name's got that? Courier's got that. I remember that.
Last season, I don't know.
Yeah.
Season, I don't know.
So it must be between the two of them or something.
Yeah. So he is fast. But...
Rapid giants. What is this?
Where are they building him? Where are they building him?
Where's this lab?
Yeah, for real. Because Haaland came from there too, but that's another one. You have no right to be that fast.
Yeah. In terms of assets, in terms of assets, Son and Maddison, both or either or. Defensively, Porro and Udogie are both good. Udogie came off early. From what I've seen, he came off because we were playing on Friday, and he had a little bit of tightness. So I think he's going to start on Friday. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, he's going to start. So I don't think it's a case of.
I was very happy when I saw him.
I bet you was.
I was so happy.
I was in the audience.
So happy.
And I didn't even think about it. So I was in the audience, and then I saw him coming off. And it was like a minute later. I looked up and I was like, Not till after it came up. I looked up and
how'd you it's gonna be really interesting because people are using the Spurs assets to bring in Arsenal now. You know, I think Son or Maddison for Saka is going to be one of the most popular moves this game.
Yeah, he's cheaper. He's cheaper and get more delivery. Yeah,
but not than Maddison. He's more expensive than Maddison.
Yeah,
but we shouldn't. Tottenham are playing so well. Like so well. Those two are just the key to everything. And
they are.
Oh wait, people are going from Maddison to Saka.
To Saka, yeah, because Saka's also got good run of fixtures.
I thought you meant the other way around because Maddison's
yeah. So if you got both of them, like I do, for example, it's like, well, okay, I can see Maddison to Saka, but I'm like, Maddison's playing so well. Is there another way of doing this? If that makes sense, where you can keep both and bring in Saka. But it's scary to go to take one of them out, isn't it?
Yeah, I think if I had to choose, I keep Son and take out Maddison. And the reason being is if Kulusevski and whoever plays on the left, Richarlison or Brennan Johnson, were also scoring goals, then Maddison's probably the better choice because he's got more opportunities to get assists. But right now, only Maddison and Son are scoring the goals. So because of that, it limits Maddison's output a little bit.
And Son is so selfish right now. I love it.
Yeah. He's doing.
Great finish.
Yeah, that finish is lovely.
Just top 5 finishes, man. Amazing.
Yeah. He's,
Question, Law. Does Maddison fitness worry you the longer that he stays fit?
No, because we're only because we're playing once a week.
And scene.
Yeah. We're out of the cup as well, so literally once a week until February, whenever FA Cup starts. So, yeah.
Cool. So, fellas, we're done with the fixtures. Let's go for a quick break and let's break down our teams. See you in a sec.
Hello and welcome back to Only One Bonus Point. Before we get into the next segment of the show, we just want to reiterate our profound love for all of our fans and ask you to continue to like, share, subscribe, like on the video, on all these audio platforms that you're listening on. We appreciate all of you. And just keep up. It's been amazing, the support so far.
Yes, sir.
Having said that, let's get into the meat and drink of all of this and get into our teams.
All right, so we'll go with me. First of all, guys, please make sure to click the link in the description regarding Drafthound. Sign up. We've got fantastic features on there, such as obviously the FDR rating. Law, I know you've spoken about the tool you use is the player comparison, which is just incredible. And then you've got an assistant manager making suggestions as well. Not just doing it as a cheap plug, but all 3 of us use this tool. It's absolutely brilliant. So I shall read out my current bus team. So I got Areola in goal, Cash, Udogie, Burn. The great thing about Udogie is it's the first fixture. So if we get a leak, all good. We can take him out in case it's worse than just concern. Anyway, we got Neto, Maddison, Son, Salah, captain, Haaland, Watkins, and Solanke. Bench is Turner, Guehi, Taylor, and Chukwuemeka. 0.6 million in the bank and 2 transfers. And expected 0.71. So, guys, I'm going to go through the 3 scenarios I'm thinking. And, of course, would love your feedback. First is take out Maddison and take out Neto for Saka.
I don't know about that, boy. I got a shot. I showed you.
What happened there, boy?
I don't know what that was, boy.
Holy ghost. I think I'll start speaking in tongue.
Take out Maddison, bro.
No. So Son is staying in my.
You said Maddison.
He's not going anywhere. So Maddison and Neto to Saka and Adingra. That's option 1. Okay.
Okay.
Option 2, Maddison and Neto to Mitoma and Martinelli. Or option 3 for a -4, unfortunately, is Neto, Solanke, and Cash to Tsimikas, Mubama, and Saka. Meaning I can have the front 6 of Salah, Son, Maddison, Saka, Haaland, and Watkins. But the bench is an embarrassment. Not Mubama Archer, sorry. Not a Mubama Archer.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I was going to say, -4 to bring in Mubama is a bit mad.
So then it would look like, the other 2 options are self-explanatory, but then what the lineup would look like is Areola, Tsimikas, Udogie, Burn, and probably Taylor. Salah, Son, Maddison, Saka, and then Haaland and Watkins. It's a bit. I'm stretching, but I'm keeping Maddison and bringing in Saka. That's
The only thing that's worrying in that scenario, I do like that because that'll be a very powerful team to have. The only problem, you'll have no bench and you've got no wildcard until the other half of the year. That's the only problem. So you'd have to make sure everybody in your team is 100%. Playing every single game week.
Yeah.
It depends how aggressive you want to be.
The bench would be Archer, Guehi, and Chukwuemeka for probably 2 weeks.
That's not the worst, I guess. Archer and Guehi, it's not the worst because they got Burnley. They got Tottenham and Guehi's got Tottenham and Burnley. Yeah, it's not the worst. I mean, sorry, what's your? This is no shade, but what's your rank again?
2.7 million.
Yeah, man, do it. I like the -4 because of your position. It's aggressive. Why not? Because to keep, I don't know. You should. I don't know if you want to get rid of Maddison, but if you can have Son, Maddison, and Saka, it's for that. That's the reason why your bench is dead. Is to have that and have Haaland and have Watkins. Is there anyone else you can take out other than Cash though? Can you not take out a Dougie out?
Not. Then I can't get Archer.
There's 0.1 difference there.
Is it 0.1? Would you be out by 0.1? Oh, damn.
Actually, I might be able to take out Udogie.
Yeah, if you could, because
I might be able to.
Cash has got Luton, Nottingham Forest, and Fulham. If you can swap with Doggy for somebody, because I'm sure you've made money on a Doggy as well.
Udogie can go to Simicast. I probably could just about squeeze it.
Yeah, do that.
Is it too? Now that's like a wild plan. Do you think it's too early for me to be so
aggressive?
Yeah,
that's another side of it.
Yeah, that's what I'm under
team.
For my own team. Is the same thing. Is it too early?
You've got a wild card.
Yeah, true. But even then, I'm still thinking about it. But yeah.
So I guess going back to the first two options, would you rather have Saka and Adingra or Martinelli and Mitoma? That's the
Saka. I think Saka and Adingra. Saka and Adingra. Only because we don't know what's happening with Jesus. And Saka he hasn't blanked many games. I'm not going to say he's not going to blank. He's blanked one game. Adingra, as you said, Deserbi says he's in the attacker position, and you won't have taken minus.
Do you think he starts every week though, Adingra?
Yeah, after these injuries, yeah.
But that's where you need to have kind of like a fourth defender. And currently for me, it's I like my four defenders. They actually rotate pretty decently. Guehi, Cashew, Doggy, Burn, play three of them. So if Adingra plays this week but not next week, then I'm like, okay, well, I'll keep Adingra but play a fourth defender or bring in Simicast.
Yeah. I think if you're going to take someone, it should be a Doggy rather than Cash. Only because
but that's if I do that massive aggressive move, right? That's if I do.
Yeah. Only if you do the aggressive one. Yeah, that's true. Yeah.
But I'm with RJ. I prefer having Saka over Martinelli, and whoever you partner with them, I think Adingra with Saka gets more points than Martinelli and Mitoma. Yeah,
I know why you're looking at Martinelli, because every time he touches the ball, he looks electric. He does.
If Jesus didn't pull up, by the way, Jesus was incredible last night. If Jesus didn't pull up with that issue, I think Martinelli would have been a stronger option. But I still feel like Trossard might play here or there, but with Saka, you have no doubts, isn't it?
Yeah.
So,
cool.
Thanking you.
And Captain Salah, yeah?
Absolutely, without a shadow of a doubt.
You don't want Haaland for that.
We already kind of, went into it last time.
You don't want Haaland for that, no?
Can you believe Haaland is the fourth most transferred out player so far this game week?
That's insane.
Ahead of the game week.
I can't believe it. I need a differential. That's fine. Make him differential. That's fine.
Yeah, keep selling them. Keep selling
donuts. Don't be a donut. Don't be a donut. Why would you take out Haaland? Nah, that's crazy.
Yeah, I know.
It's even crazy that we got one City asset. That's enough.
Yeah, wow,
yeah. Anyway, Law, we're looking at yours. So just before you start, Ray, you was on 71 expected points. Ray, Law, yours is looking at 67.9. Talk us through it, please.
Yeah, so I currently have Onana in goal, Trippier, Udogie, and Tarkowski in defense. Saka, Son, Maddison, Gordon, and Fernandes in midfield. Haaland and Watkins up front with a dreadful bench of Turner, Botman injured, Bell injured, and Mubama who never plays. So the transfer for me this week is Fernandes out and probably Matoma in. So it would then just be a midfield of Saka, Son, Maddison, Gordon, and Matoma. I'm still going without Salah, which I know is the big risk.
Wow.
It hasn't killed me yet. I was still in and amongst the points of everyone who got Salah. I just feel like I'm able to spread. I'm able to spread, yeah. So I'm not getting it from one person. It will come. I'm sure it will come. Don't worry. But
no, you didn't hear what Ray said.
You
said you were able to spread, bro. You got pause.
Oh, okay. I was like, pause on that.
Yeah. That's a good spot. Very good.
Yeah, spot. Well done. Thanks for that. But yeah, I think that's the only transfer I'm making. I've like played with getting Salah in, but most of them are -8s, which I'm not gonna do.
-8.
Yeah, you have to get really creative to bring in.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, exactly. Really with the team, especially if I want to keep everyone, right? So if I want to keep Watkins, Haaland, Son, Maddison, Saka, and Trippier, it's a -8 to get Salah in. And I think I have to get rid of Trippier as well, which I don't want to do at the minute.
Yeah.
Cool. Simple one for you.
Yeah, simple. I'm just waiting for their fixture in midweek to bring Matoma in, just to make sure there's no injuries.
Standard. All right, so my one, looking at potentially expected points is 68. I've got Johnston in goal, Cash, Lascelles, Saliba, Gusto, Diogo Jota, Son, Saka, Salah, Alvarez, and Haaland. At the moment, the captain's armband is on Salah, but I am probably going to make Haaland captain, especially with them. The last couple results City have had at Old Trafford where they just battered them. I just see it. I'm probably going to go Haaland captain. I bench Morris. I've got $1 million in the bank, and I like this 4-4-2. The only thing I think I might do is I could potentially turn Morris into Ferguson or bring in Hwang. But Hwang's got Newcastle. Yeah, I might roll. I'm probably just going to roll.
If you're not planning to play the person you're swapping Morris for, you're better off just rolling and having two.
Oh no, I would have. Oh, sorry. Yeah, if I was gonna, if I swap Morris for Ferguson goes in for Gusto, and then it's no longer a 4-4-2.
Oh, okay, fair enough. Okay, fair enough. Yeah.
But if anyone, I wanted to get rid of Diogo Jota, but again, Nottingham Forest and Luton next. I don't think I should do that just yet.
Nah, not.
It's too. Yeah, it doesn't make sense, especially from what I saw from him, the way he's playing.
The gamble is that, and the gamble you were taking is that he might not play every game, but he'll come on for like 30 minutes or 20 minutes. And Jota is an incredible sub, isn't he? He comes on and is effective.
He comes on, it's points. Yeah. So I think I'm gonna stick with the 4-4-2 and roll. Originally I was gonna wildcard this week, but
you're close to most wildcard teams, to be honest.
I'm looking at the fixtures. I'm like, these are all good. I'm like,
you're maybe 1-2 players different to most of the template wildcard teams this week. So it's
Ollie Watkins, Trippier that is what I'm missing, and then
but you have to sacrifice
bring in the Brian assets. No problem. Yeah, I'd have to really sacrifice. Actually, you know what? I could probably get Watkins in and have Alvarez, Haaland, and Watkins in a couple weeks. Which is probably the plan. But yeah, for now, I'm gonna let Diogo Jota get this game in and see how it goes. But Haaland captain.
Yeah, and he could be the cash.
I didn't mention about Haaland's captain for me as well.
You mean Haaland's captain for you, but Salah's captain for RJ?
No, I'm making Haaland captain. I said that.
He's switching it. Yeah.
Oh, why's that?
It's on Salah now.
Sorry. What?
Because of the hand clap. Yeah, there we go. There we go. Was you not listening? The rhythm picked up at the end and everything.
Listen, United, listen, from what we saw with Sheffield United towards the end, if they're doing that to United...
in the beginning, man, United couldn't get out their first half, the beginning stages of the game.
And don't forget, City have not been at their best. they've not been picking. They've been dropping points, and you know what happens when City drops points? They take their anger out on the next team. And United, a derby against a rival team that aren't playing well, it's written. It's written.
I don't see United
written.
miraculously playing well in this game.
No, I don't. I just they're gonna get pumped. No. Haaland, if it was a double game week, it'd be triple captain Haaland. Swear down.
Scored 2 today as well, by the way.
Yeah, there you go. He's revving up. Yeah, man. Yeah, definitely.
Cool.
Salah vice. But yeah.
When are you guys thinking? No, before we move on, when are you guys?
Don't ask us this again, Ray.
I already told you, man. Ray. I told you last week when I'm planning on doing it.
Are you still looking to do it in 20?
19. Yeah, that was my plan from a long time ago.
RJ didn't tell me though, because I originally thought it was going to be game week 10.
It was going to be this game week. That's why. So now it might be game week 13 or 14 in the international break, because I think there's another fixture swing there at the moment. Like, look at these greens. So for the audio, I'm looking at Son, Saka, Salah, Alvarez, Haaland, and Cash, including Jota as well. He's ain't green because of his minutes, but these games, there's no need for me to move. Even Saliba, why am I moving? Why am I moving? Why I don't need to. Do you know what? Actually, I had one other potential move. It's a very boring move, but I think it can get me points as well. I was going to do Johnston. I forgot. Johnston to Areola.
Yeah.
2 million.
Goalkeeper subs.
I know, but when am I going to get rid of Johnston? I don't know when I'm going to get rid of him.
Game week 13, 14 when you wild.
That's what I'm saying. But
that's how long I've got Anana for. I've got Anana till game week 20, bro.
Trust me. So, I mean, 4.27 bit money there. Make one transfer after that. Maybe. But then with the 2 transfers, again, I could take a nice, lovely -4 and then make my way with
exactly,
it.
Yeah. Mini wildcard.
Yeah.
So, yeah, let's leave it as that.
Cool.
That's me. And Ray. It's been a while. Community questions. Yep. So we have 2 today. First one. You want to tackle this one from one of our good friends, Roberto at FPL Yellow Army. How do I improve what was a perfect game week 9 wildcard going into game week 10? He's got no money in the bank. In all seriousness, what's my higher priority? Buying Martinelli or Saka, or buying Matoma or Adingra? Or do I roll bench Hwang for Dan Burn and try and resist the FOMO?
Yeah, so to read out his current team, it's Areola, Cash, Trippier, Gabriel, Gordon, Madison, Son, Chan, Hwang Lee Chan, Salah, Haaland, Watkins. It's a fantastic team. Who's the first keeper? Sorry, the banners over it.
I'm going to guess Turner.
Yeah, you're right. Turner, Burn, Taylor, sorry, and Mubama. Taylor and Mubama, yeah. The team is so good. The only thing perhaps I think of is Adingra could just be a gift that's appeared. That maybe a Chan to Adingra?
That's what I would say too.
I wouldn't want to take out Son to bring in Saka. I just don't, because Son's a striker.
Yeah, it's not for me.
So for me, because he just wildcarded, I think the latter. I think he should put Dan Burn in for Hwang, go for a 4-4-2 and roll your transfer, and then see how the next week plays out for you. Because looking at his squad, the fixtures are beautiful. And he's got the keeper as well to match. So,
wow, I'm really hot on getting Brighton this week though, because after watching Fulham play us, they were abysmal. Fulham were terrible. So yeah, I lean towards getting a Brighton asset in.
Yeah, exactly. So I think Madison to Matoma is just not the one for me.
No, I wouldn't go that
not
way.
For me.
No.
Not for me.
No.
Yeah. So
yeah, it's a roll.
Yeah, either roll or do that.
Yeah.
Yep.
Get your Wang out.
Go with your go. Whoa. go with your gut, man. Go out with your gut. Definitely go for your gut, because he got 97 points this game week. By the way, that was his wildcard points.
Yeah, crazy.
Yeah, now that's a wildcard.
Cheers, Roberto. As always, though, man.
Yeah,
always.
My guy.
Top.
All right. So from Jay at I_am_J2 cool. What is you fellas' decision-making process when coming to taking -4s or -8s with your transfers? I imagine the threshold has to be higher regarding the incoming players or not.
Depends how much I've been drinking.
Oh,
I'm joking. -16s. These soft hits. Give me a -16.
you ever
Oh,
done
you
that
think I
before?
got raised to -20? Yeah, no, that's true.
Yeah, I think the threshold. Yeah, you have to expect more points. But I think for me as well, when you're taking hits, it's easy to get bogged down in what happens that specific game week. But when you take a hit, it's got to be looking at the next 4 or 5 fixtures. Because if you just focus on the one game week, you're probably going to be depressed by it. Because it never always plays out that way. So I think, I'd probably normally leave them for fixture swings when I try and take hits. Or if I know I've got a wild card soon and I want a punt for 1 week. But for the most part, the fixture swings. So the players you're taking out, you're bringing in people who have better fixtures over the next 3 or 4, not just for that 1 week.
Yeah.
Right?
I concur with a lot of what Law says, but also if you're looking to bring in a premium for -4, I am pretty cool with it if you think you might captain them in like the next 1 to 3 fixtures, because then you're kind of,
negating that,
negating and balancing it up precisely with that aspect. And also it's kind of, it's not just about the planning, but it's also what are you missing out? I think that's maybe a way of saying it. So for example, when I look at your team, Law, and even Roberto's as well, you got Trippier, you got a cash cow there. If you really want to make the forward line stronger, but then it's okay. If I take out Trippier, what am I losing if I'm taking a hit here? So I think rather than just focus on the 1 week, as Law rightly said, when you look at it 3 or 4 game weeks, then you're thinking, okay, I think I'll get X amount of points. So I'm an advocate for hits if it makes sense. I think in the first 4 weeks, I think I took 2 hits, and I was like, I'm trying to build a team here. Not worked, but I think beginning part of the season we can almost get away with it.
I think it becomes a lot more crucial towards the end, and those hits towards the end of the season, they become a lot more crucial.
Yeah. What do you think, RJ?
I got echo the both of you. Everything that you both said, I consider as well when taking hits. A couple of things that you might not have mentioned is depending on the positions. Like I wouldn't be doing a -8 with defenders. Unless they're, for someone, unless it's like Trippier, who's again, like I said, you've got to look at him as a midfielder. Another one is depending how many players you're missing out. You might have 3-4 players missing, or blank or something like that. You've got to look at that. And then one that people always seem to miss as well, especially from -8, because no one likes taking -8s. When it comes to a game week where most people are taking a -4, your -8 isn't really a -8 anymore, is it?
It's -4.
Because essentially it's a -4 because everyone's taking a -4 anyway. So I take that into consideration a lot when I know the majority. And I don't just mean in my mini leagues. I mean the majority of people playing the game have to take a hit because they haven't planned for a blank or a double or something like that. Why not take the -8? Because essentially you're saving there, and you're getting the advantage over everybody else because they're too scared to take that -8. But
I think
I like that last point. I like that.
That's a really great point.
That is something I do as well.
Yeah, because also, this is kind of the first proper season we've probably had in like 4 years, isn't it? 4 seasons,
exactly.
we hopefully won't have exactly. So, back 2 years ago, everyone had to take a -4 or -8 to just field out 11 players. Now, if you're taking a -4, you could actually be really getting ahead, isn't it? You could be bringing in. Okay, I know Dingwa's been the talk of the town, well, at least on this pod, is like, right, I'm taking a -4, but my goodness, no one else is thinking of this guy. So
exactly.
Prevalent points.
Yeah, man. That's a good. Thank you for the questions, guys. That's a good question, actually, man. That's pretty decent.
Yeah.
Let's keep them coming. If you haven't done so already, you can follow us all on X. My handle is just down here at _only1 RJ.
And mine is at _only1 Law.
And I'm at Ray_Cure. You can also email us only1bonuspoint@gmail.com with the number 1.
And if you haven't joined the mini league already, Oscar Charlie 3 Bravo Kilo. Join the mini league. We're gonna have some surprises for you during the season, but we'll talk about that later on for the mini league. And yes, guys, keep the questions coming. And lads, I will see you in game week 10. No wild cards, but game week 10, we'll see what's happening. Spurs are gonna keep saving you, lot. Spurs are gonna keep saving you.
That's why I got 2. Oh, 3 even. I got the triple up.
Yeah. Hey, Ray.
Yeah, me too, Jesus.
Ray, come join us up here, bro. Come join us up here. Yeah, stop playing around down there, skulking around in the douchebaggery. Stop it. But fellas, it's been a pleasure seeing you both on the pod together. We have been your hosts. My name is RJ.
I'm Law.
And my name's Ray.
Thanks everyone for listening, and we'll catch you on the next one.
Peace.